Gosh, it's been ages since I've had chowder. This is going to be fun. We've got the chef from Catch Seafood Restaurant, Charlotte Langley here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, feeling good.
There's a fun thing coming up. It was inspired by the Vancouver Aquarium's Ocean Wise program, right?
Right.
And so tell me about the Chowder Showdown. Is it Chowdown?
It's the Chowder Chowdown, which is happening at the Distillery District on the. What's the date
I've got
again?
the 19th. November 19th.
Yes, it's
happening. It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday, yeah. It's basically the best chefs in Toronto, according to Ocean Wise. They pick a couple people, they come in, they bring their best chowder, and then we all go head to head. We're paired with a brewery, which is cool too, so you have to pick a beer that goes with your chowder.
Brilliant. We've got some shots from last year. It was just a smashing success. There you go.
Awesome.
Some
Oh,
chowder.
I used to work for those people.
Chowderians. There's a lovely looking chowder. Mussels.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
So tickets are available through the website, vanaqua.org/chowdown, and they're not too pricey, and it's a great way for like fundraising, charity, and like information, knowledge about sustainable seafood.
I'm smelling some amazing smells right now. What's going on here?
Well, we're gonna make a couple things if you don't mind helping me out.
Please.
A couple things. So this is the finished product, but in here I have a smoked salmon collar that needs to be made into stock, so we need to add a little bit of water if you want to just cover that.
So similar to making chicken stock,
Same idea.
You've got some skin and some meat,
Yeah,
bones
well,
in there.
I use like a lot of offcuts
All
for
this?
making, just enough to cover it, basically, and then we're gonna turn it on in the back, right there.
I see the tail and everything.
Yeah, there's a tail, there's a bunch of little pieces. I like to use like the fillets for cooking and adding to the chowder later on. So then you use the offcuts to make your stocks and flavors. And when you're cutting up all your little pieces here, you use all the trim to make into your stock. It adds flavor.
Really? So all the garlic paper, all that stuff, just throw it in there.
I like to use it because it adds instant flavor and makes your broth a little bit.
And so does butter.
Front one.
Thank you.
So that's going to start the chowder. I turn it on a little bit to melt it. And yeah, so I have.
I'm going to turn this up because these burners take a while. Is that okay?
I turned it just to be a little subtle, but
Okay.
there you go. Yeah, so Vancouver Aquarium started this program called the Sustainable Seafood sort of movement, and they also work with slow fish. So it's
And
a
they've
way
really
to
gotten a lot of restaurants on board, thinking about where they get their fish, making sure it's sustainably harvested, all that stuff.
Yeah, like the whole thing with sustainable fish too, people, I don't know if they understand necessarily what that means. And in my world, it means ethically sourced and ethically caught or ethically raised, like in farms. So it's a good way to keep our oceans a bit cleaner and nicer for the future so our kids and their kids can eat fish.
That's right. Let's benefit from this for a while.
Do you want to add this bacon into the mix? Is that okay with you?
You betcha. And front pot or back pot?
Back pot. So the base.
Stock pot?
This one here.
Okay.
This is the chowder pot.
This is the chowder pot and the stock pot. Look at that bacon.
So I'm doing the competition next week, or on the 19th, excuse me, and they asked me to come and do this today. And
She's chopping without looking. That's freaking me out.
And they asked me to come and do this today, and I said, of course, but the chowder that I'm doing is sort of the chowder that I'm doing for the competition.
Ooh.
Onions, shallots. So I have to try to adjust it just a little bit.
Why?
Well, I don't want the competitors to know my secret ingredients.
Oh, so we're getting almost the recipe, but not quite.
You're getting a really good version of it.
Clever.
So the only thing that's, one thing I brought here as well, instead of, I usually use a roux, so we're gonna use a little bit of flour with the bacon. So basically what we're doing is we're rendering off bacon fat, and then we're gonna add our onions and garlic and make like a nice little sort of fat base. You have the flour.
Yeah.
Traditionally, where I come from, I'm from PEI, so I have a lot of like traditional clam chowders and that sort of deal. We use flour. So I do use flour, unfortunately. I wish I should have cranked it up earlier.
That's just crank her.
Just crank it.
Why is you say that like it's a bad thing to be using flour in a chowder?
Well, it's not a bad thing, but a lot of people these days have dietary restrictions, like gluten intolerances, dairy intolerances, etc.
Gotcha.
Do you want to add some of this to the stock? This is a celery leaf, and this is a bit of lovage. Just as, pick the leaves out. It'll look prettier. It's. If you can do it without dairy or without gluten, it helps a lot of people. You can sort of open it up to more people, more clients. It's more flexible. So I brought some reduced cream to add at the very end, which is an alternative in adding flour. So I reduced cream for About an hour and a half, and it's this little guy here. It's like really, really thick and really syrupy and lovely. So you can just fold it in at the very end and it adds.
That's cream?
Well, yeah, cream with tarragon. It's almost like cream cheese at this point now.
Oh my gosh.
But, yeah.
Oh, that smells amazing. That's cream. That's not butter. That's cream.
That way you can either do two alternatives. You can make a roux with flour and fat, and then add your fish stock, and finish with your seafood components. I brought two of my favorite ingredients to put in the stock, which are over there in the soup afterwards. That looks pretty good so far.
Are we getting there?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, so this is when I start adding my spices. So I'm gonna give you this. If you wanna just shake, there's 2 bay leaves in there. If you wanna shake maybe a tablespoon of that in there and then mix it in with some of the
Both
fat.
bay leaves?
Yeah, for sure. So that is a mix of fennel, pepper, and mustard seeds all ground up. So it kind of gives a little bit of aroma and it creates the base of your roux. Like gumbo, traditionally, they cook all of their spices and all their fat and all that stuff together for a long period of time to get a nice dark roux, but we're just gonna make a light one.
Did you come up with those spices on your own?
Well, I've had some influence, I'm not gonna lie. I've been cooking fish and chowder for quite a while. Almost, it's like my 10-year anniversary this year of cooking.
Gosh.
And so people have influenced me. Instead of using black pepper all the time, people don't like a lot of spice. You mix it with fennel or mustard or coriander or whatever, and then it sort of takes the heat away, but still has the flavor and the fragrance of that.
Brilliant.
May I add something here to you?
Please.
So this is our base. I don't really follow a recipe because I just like to feel it out when I'm cooking. You know, just go with how you feel. So I put enough flour just so it absorbs all the fat. So
this is the base of our roux.
The base of our roux, yeah. So just enough flour. That looks pretty good. So it just absorbs the fat, because if you add too little, it'll be greasy. And if you add too much, it'll be like really thick and you'll be really disappointed. You'll be like, this is way too thick for me to even
I can't even dip my bread in this for crying out loud,
exactly.
right?
Or put your deep fried biscuits in it or whatever you want. So in the front, we got our stock going up. It's a nice, when I make fish stock at home, lots of people, like when chicken stock, you typically cook it for a while. Like it simmers on the back of the stove and you sort of do that for a period, right? I like to just, for fish stock, since it's very a delicate product, is that it doesn't need hours and hours of your time.
Okay.
All you need to do is bring it up, just enough to cover it in water, whatever fish you have lying around, scraps, tails, pieces, whatever. Bring it up. As soon as it's up, turn it off and let it sit, and let it sort of steeps like tea. It's like fish tea.
Ew.
I know, it sounds weird.
We have about a minute left. Oh, look at that lovely potato. What was that?
Yeah, I'm just dicing up some little potatoes we're going to add to it. So there we go. We got that on the go. This is our finished fish stock. So this is a white fish stock base. If you want to add that.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. And what I do when I'm adding this guy is, since I don't want to burn it, and I always, I get distracted very easily, I pull it off the heat a little bit, and I'm going to switch you with a spoon for a whisk, because you want to incorporate all the flour. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All the flour into
Could you have
liquid.
brought a bigger whisk? This one I don't think is going to do the job. You sure you don't have anything bigger?
I only have a small spoon, I'm sorry. I was slightly unprepared, I guess. It happens. So there's your base. So at this point, you can let it sort of simmer and it'll get thicker over time. And I am going to add cream today because it is a traditional fish chowder for me, which is PEI, fish, butter, clam.
I'm going to add the
juice,
cream.
everything. All of it.
The whole thing? Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to take a break.
Perfect.
And we'll give this chowder a try when we come back.
Perfect.
Oh, I can't wait. More with Charlotte after the break. Stay tuned and we'll recap those details on the Chowder Chowdown. Yum. Food restaurant chef Charlotte Langley, you're just putting the last few ingredients in our chowder. So clams.
I have a little bit of potato that'll cook through, get thick, and some beautiful Dungeness crab meat that's sustainable from BC.
Now you cut that potato quite fine, so you're saying that will break down and actually thicken the...
A little bit, but it'll just cook, by the time this comes to a boil, it'll cook to tender. So when you put it in your mouth, you have nice little tender bites of potato, and the clams will be opened.
And then the Dungeness crab.
The Dungeness crab.
Fantastic.
One of my favorite products from BC.
So it's happening on the 19th. If we have our own chowder recipe that we want to test out, we can enter, right?
Definitely, yeah. And please come. It's tickets again are at vanaqua.org/chowdown. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. I get to pair with my favorite boat, my brewery,
so
too.
Fun. And we get to try amazing chowder. So again, vanaqua.org/chowdown. I have to try this chowder.
Looks pretty good to me. Maybe a bit hot.
That's amazing.
Good.
And still, she's got yet another recipe to enter because you're going to.
This is just the beginning of the recipe. I'm testing it out on you to see how I'm going to do. What do you think?
Love it.
Just say yes.
This is literally the best chowder I've ever eaten.
Oh, excellent.
Bar none.
Cheers.